I decided to pick this one up. But is this thing actually worth it? I was so shocked. Hi guys, hello and welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Adi and in today's video I'm going to be sharing an honest review. So for today's video I'm going to be reviewing Dot & Key's Vitamin C plus E moisturizer. So this is their Glow moisturizer and I purchased this off of Amazon about a year ago. So I bought this when I was in India and it was just one of the many things that I'd been waiting to get my hands on. I've been watching a few YouTubers and most of my favorite YouTubers are Indian YouTubers. Everyone just says good things. So I was like, yes, I have to get at least one product of Dot & Key when I go to India. So when I visited India last year, I bought a bunch of things off of Amazon. If you're actually curious to see which of those things were a hit or a miss, let me know. I can make a video about that. Because some of them were worth it and some of them I wish someone had just put an honest review about it. So let me know if you're interested in a haul like that, and if you're already in India, maybe that would be useful for you to decide what you should buy or not. Anyway, let's get back into this review. The reason I picked this up was because I was looking for, it was the start of the year 2023. I was looking to keep my skincare routine as simple as possible. We were all kind of coming out of that 11-step Korean skincare, the very strict regime that we were all kind of following over 2022. And I was kind of over it and I wanted to get something that was maybe one step that I could just slap on and kind of leave the house. Unfortunately, this does not have SPF, so it's not really a put and leave the house kind of thing. You definitely need to use SPF after this. But it was still a step forward. It felt like it was a moisturizer. Also with the vitamin C serum, helps with the whole glow thing. That's kind of what I was wanting. So I reached for this. I believe I paid somewhere around 500. I looked up on Amazon, but I couldn't see the exact price because Amazon needs you to download it or something. Anyway, this was a year ago, so maybe that's why. But its MRP is 550 rupees. So 550 Indian rupees. And I do believe I paid around that. I don't remember a sale or anything. So I've purchased the 60 ml option. There's also a 25 ml. I believe it's the travel size. I thought this was, a better bargain than getting a 25 ml one just to even try. So I got the 60 ml one. It's a good amount of product, I believe, for the price. So I think it's somewhere between a mid. It's not a luxurious product, I would say, because the pricing is not that high, but it's not low enough either. I know that on the Indian market, you can now get moisturizers for way lower than 500. But yeah, it's priced pretty nicely. So I think the pricing and the product quantity wise, it's pretty good. To start things on a positive note, so I'm going to talk about the packaging because that's the first and foremost thing that I really love about Dot & Key. And I think all of their packaging is some sort of around the same style, but the one thing that comes to my mind is definitely this packaging, this cute hat kind of thing that they have on their bottles, and I believe this is the same for all of their moisturizer. I did go through a few and then I just decided to pick up the vitamin C one because it's not only about the color of the bottle. You want to see what it does and what your skin condition or like skin issues are. So I decided to pick this one up, but the pink one was really cute too. Anyway, the packaging is, like I said, really cute, and that's my favorite thing about Dot & Key. It did come in a very sturdy like box packaging, even when it comes obviously wrapped in a plastic and stuff. I haven't dropped it, but I don't think it will break if you drop it just like that. It's not that fragile, it's pretty thick. So the packaging is really sturdy and nice. So if you're thinking of maybe sending it to someone and stuff, I would like not worry about doing that. You can definitely send it or even travel with it, I think. It comes with a spoolie like most of these active moisturizers do because it comes in a pot. So the easiest and most hygienic way to get it is using a little spoon thing. It opens up pretty nicely and there is this little stopper thing that is available because of the consistency of the product. As you can see, I've used 2/3 of it over the year. Why haven't I finished it? We'll get into it a little bit later. But I have been using it on and off, I must say. But you can use a little spoolie and scoop out a little moisturizer, and yeah, it's pretty easy to use like that. But every time I bring this out, like if a friend of mine's over and they ask for a moisturizer, I give them what I use. And if I bring this out and they're just like, oh, it's too fancy, I just want a regular one, and I'm like, it's a regular one. So it gives that impression, but I didn't pay too much for the fancy effect is what I'm trying to say. So yes, the pricing and the packaging is my favorite part about this. Anyway, let's get into the actual product, because let's face it, that's what we kind of want to know. The packaging, the price, all of that aside, is this thing actually worth it? I can only speak for this particular product specifically, so keep that in mind when you take this review. I remember clearly when the first time I opened this, I was so shocked by the smell. It smells so strongly of oranges, and it's not the fake orange smell. It's a very genuine, like real smell. Like it's not one of those the orange candy that we would get. It doesn't smell like that, but it smells very much like a real orange. The consistency of the product is very custard like literally like one of those vanilla custard thing. So the spoolie kind of makes sense. The consistency is very much like it. And the first instinct when I opened this, I'm like, is this an edible thing? Because that's how it smells. It smells like some sort of orange custard. The smell's kind of faded now, okay? Like now that it's been a year, I can only smell it if I smell the product straight up. But when I first bought it, obviously it was more in its active state. I could open it and the whiff of orange just hit me. So yeah, that's actually one of my first cons for this product. So that's again a personal preference. If you don't mind fragrances in your products, then this probably would be a pleasant experience for you, because it does smell pleasant. It's just that it smells so food-like to me that for me to put it on my face, it just feels like I'm actually putting food on my face because of the smell. But if that doesn't bother you, then it's not really a con, is it? But for me, it is. And it's also the reason why I will not be buying this particular vitamin C moisturizer again. Other than that, the consistency is pretty nice. A little really does go a long way. Glides onto your skin so beautifully. The consistency is very interesting because, like I said, it's custardy. So it does have a little bit of oiliness when you touch it, but it glides onto your skin almost like water. So it's like those gel creams, you know. It kind of cools your skin and just kind of glides down on your skin, and then it kind of sticks there. And maybe that's why, along with the smell, I just couldn't deal with it. I didn't reach for the moisturizer again and again, because this is usually something I want to wear just before I leave for work. So it's way early in the morning. I probably haven't had my coffee. I'm just trying to put some moisturizer, put an SPF and leave. For me, it was just too much of a strong smell for first thing in the morning. And it does take a little bit to dry. Like right now, my skin is still wet and sticky. And it will dry down really well. It will dry down to be like soft and smooth and all of that. And it's very hydrating and all of that. So I do think if you have dull, dry skin, you can reach for this if you don't mind the smell. The reason I mentioned is because I haven't heard anyone mention the smell of this product, which if you're sensitive to it is a big deal, right? I was kind of disappointed. I was really hoping that it wouldn't smell this strongly. It's a vitamin C product. It does smell like citrus. So would I recommend this to someone else? Would depend. If I know you, I'd know enough to know if this would be something you'd enjoy, because the fragrance is a big no-no for me. So I wouldn't recommend this to someone I know has issues like migraines and like issues with just fragrance on their skin. But I personally will not be purchasing the vitamin C moisturizer. That being said, I do believe Key moisturizers are pretty good, because they are quite good for my kind of skin type, which now that I've moved to New Zealand, my skin has become quite dry. The UV over here is really just very high, and so I used to have oily skin on my face and now it's dry. So for someone like me, it does help that it's quite thick, and so I do think that you can purchase a Key moisturizer, and for the price point, I think it is worth it. So I think I will be trying another one of their moisturizers, maybe one of the most subtle ones. So hopefully they don't have fragrances. I'll probably look for reviews to see if they have fragrances. So that's my only deal breaker here. The price is perfect. I think the quantity is really good. The consistency is good for dry skin, and the product really lasts. Goes a long way. So anyway, let me know, have you actually tried this product and do you like it? Maybe share that experience with others in the comments, because I'm obviously only sharing my personal perspective of this one. I hope you guys enjoyed my review on this Key Vitamin C and E moisturizer. And if you did, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell icon so you know when I upload next time. Until I see you guys in my next video, bye!